Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Trina.
Welcome to High Art. Today we are painting a wiener dog
In a hot dog bun.
Grab your favorite treat
And your favorite paints and brushes.
and paint step by step with us on High Art. Here we go.
Hello. Hello. Today we're painting one of my favorite kinds of dogs. But I don't eat these dogs. They're hot dogs. Eat a bun.
We're not painting hot dogs. We're painting wiener dogs in a bun.
I wouldn't eat wiener dogs or hot dogs.
Yeah.
These are the colors we'll be using that I have laid out here. I'm not going to go through them because it's not very interesting. But basically it's yellow, black, brown, red, yellow, green, and blue.
So you did go through them.
But I didn't give like the names on the tubes.
Okay.
And you can zoom in and look for yourself. And then for your brushes, I have a bunch here, but if you're working with just a small number of brushes, you're gonna need a big brush for the background. And you're gonna need like a medium brush.
They're like roundy pointy kind of. They're
Yeah.
not flat.
Roundy pointy ones. There's this one here called a filbert that's flatty roundy.
Well, I like that one.
I like that one too. And then I really like a thinner one, so you can use a liner brush.
You don't have to look up there.
You can use a liner brush for our outlines at the end and fine details,
Okay.
but you don't really need more than 2 or 3 brushes. So I
Okay.
put those
I'm
ones
using
away.
paints today from my local dollar store and a takeout lid for my palette.
I've already squeezed out my colors.
I didn't want to because we're slow setting up.
This is the palette. Also a takeout lid. I think they're excellent painting palettes.
They are. The bottoms are no longer around, so the tops have nothing to top. Okay.
So this is a sample painting I did of the.
We're gonna make it a little bit different, but this is our target.
This is our spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spirit of it. So I'll just put that over here so we can have it for reference. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna draw our wiener dog on a bun. So if you go to the right side of your paper and just put a little mark about 1/4 of the way down on one side, and then on the other side about 1/4 of the way up, put a little mark. And then you're just going to draw a diagonal line from one mark to the other. That's going to sort of be our guide for where the middle of our wiener dog is. If you miss your line, it's okay. So the first shape we're going to make is the wiener dog's body. And that is going to be in the shape of a really fat hot dog. So a big tube, kind of through the middle there. I've told
You see, like
him-
about midway, like it leaves like 1/4 of the line on each side.
Yeah, it does. I've been told in the past that my wiener dog shape was wrong and it looked like a mouse. So now we're really going to exaggerate the wiener shaped body.
Okay.
Okay. And then
It's a very weird shape.
it's got a little junk in its trunk. And then so next we're going to draw the head. So at the top end
Oh, I forgot about the head.
of your hot dog, you're going to draw a teardrop shape with the pointy part of the teardrop kind of meeting at the lines, the diagonal line that you drew.
Looks like a beetle. I guess it should be longer.
Yeah. Wiener dogs have very long, kind of triangular faces.
Okay.
Okay? You got that?
Well, I got some.
Yeah. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, now we are going to make the ears. And wiener dogs have floppy ears. So I'm just going to do like a classic kind of dog ear shape.
Because we're looking down on the wiener dog.
Yeah, we're viewing the wiener dog from above.
That's almost like a comma or a... Oh, that's not what I drew.
It's like a fat, meaty hook. That's it. Like handlebars for the wiener dog.
Yeah.
Where are you riding
For the
him?
mustard to ride him.
Yeah. And
Or
then
her.
we're going to complete our wiener dog for now with his tail. So put a little happy, short, pointy tail at the bottom of your wiener dog.
I don't know why it got so big.
Yeah, so you've marked the center part of your drawing here. So your wiener dog tail should have some on either side of that line. And then it curves.
I don't know where my eraser is.
Here,
Like
you
my
can
real
borrow
eraser.
mine.
Oh, I found it.
Oh.
I think this is actually yours and that one's mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is definitely one from those green pencil boxes. Anyway. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some nice cushy bun for our wiener
Yum,
dog to
yum.
be snuggly in.
Yum. How are we going to do that?
We are going to just kind of, I'm trying to decide how, so what you got to decide now is how much wiener dog you want and how much bun. So if you want to have a big dog and a little bun, you draw a little bun.
I feel like that's where I'm headed.
I think so too. If you
Is that
want
why you said
a
it?
small dog and big buns, then you make them fluffier.
Okay.
So, on the original drawing, it looks a little bit like a shaved butt. So we want to avoid that on this one.
Unless you want a shaved butt.
Yeah. So I'm just going to, buns made up of 2 parts. So we're just going to kind of come to the outer part of our top of the body and make a big kind of bun shape that goes from the body to the ears.
Whoops.
And the same thing on the other side. My bun is really nice and fluffy. So I've made a very fat bun for my dog. As have you. There.
I think I might redo this one. Just a little bit.
You can even, I'm going to put a couple curved lines in here so it looks like my wiener dog is like really tucked into the bun. And the bun is overlapping the wiener dog a bit. So it's like so snuggy in there. So warm in that bun.
Yeah.
In between those.
You can have a little bit of bun on your wiener dog?
Yeah, do you like that?
Oh, like he's a chubby.
Stuffed in there, yeah.
That might be beyond mine.
It's like a smile, like a big broad smile.
Okay.
That's a frown.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put that element in my painting.
Okay. So that's kind of it for the drawing part. I'm just gonna go and erase this
The confusing lines?
center line through my wiener dog. Oh, and then we're gonna just kind of sketch in the eyes on either side of the head of our wiener dog, below the ears. There you go. And he's gonna have a little black nose as well.
You're fast. Oh, look how big your dog's head is compared to mine.
Oh, that's a good shape.
I like that dog head better. So he needs
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, he needs eyes, so they're like ovals. Don't make them round. Because it's creepy. Like they're going up his head. Yeah, that's good, Sarah. Yeah.
Are they too far apart?
My dog's eyes are not.
All right,
It
I'm
doesn't
okay
matter.
with
It's
it.
just a sketch right
Yeah,
now.
we can always paint it different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this again.
Okay. There you You want it to extend from like the top to the bottom, kind of.
Okay, I tried. I'm back to taking it out. That element will not be in my painting. Okay.
Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our big brush.
It looks like a beetle. Oh, I forgot to give it a nose. Maybe that's
Yeah,
why it looks like a
oh.
beetle. It actually really dogs it up.
So get your big brush and get it ready to paint with, because we're gonna do our background first.
Because we are now done the drawing portion.
Yes, we're done the drawing portion, and maybe this is a good time to get a drink of icy cold water.
And a snack.
Yeah, snack time.
No, I am. We made a no-bake cheesecake.
Cherry, my favorite.
But we're too hungry to let it set, so I don't know how visually appealing it is. Let's get back to painting.
Yum, yum. So,
Or start painting, I guess.
yeah. Get your big brush wet.
Oh, there's my big brush in the water. Okay.
And I mean, you can have any color you want for the background. I chose blue because it's a contrast with the other warmer colors of our bun, condiment, and dog. We've got primary blue here. I'm just gonna mix the two blues together just for fun tonight.
Wild.
And I'm not gonna mix them all the way so there are variations in color on my brush. And we're gonna paint the space all around our hot dog or wiener dog. I'm painting it blue.
Around the bun.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I think my brush is still really wet, but I'm okay with that. It just makes it hard to paint around the... What size of paper are we using?
8.5 by 11, I think. Let's see.
I don't know, probably should have said that.
It's 11 3/8 inches by 8 1/4 inches.
Whatever that is.
And the paper we're using is actually a really nice thick watercolor paper that you can print on canvas.
Paint?
Paint. You can paint on canvas as well. Just if you're using paper, you need a pretty heavyweight one so it doesn't curl up when it gets wet. Some nice coverage here.
My one ear is going to be a little blue. I should have used a smaller brush for inside the ears.
Oh, that's a good tip. Use your big brush for the big parts.
I'm going to come back for that later. Big brush was too big. I like it. Yours looks like the ocean.
Yeah, or like it's
floating
in the sky. A big bloated wiener dog.
I'm just backgrounding with abandon. Whoops. I should slow it down a bit.
Another color that might look nice as a background on this is purple. But we did a purpley background last time.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go with blue.
Whoops. Whoops. feel like my dog's tail is far too small for the size of my dog. But what's done is done.
Your dog's got a nice meaty tail.
Yeah.
Don't worry too much about the edges because we're going to be painting them over with the black like we usually do. And
I'm going to use a smaller brush.
I like to, if you kind of turn your brush through the paint, it helps make a tip on your brush so that you can get a finer point and get in the details with the one brush.
Or you could just get a smaller brush.
Yeah. How's your background coming along there, Sarah?
Well, it's coming
Okay.
along. How's your background coming, Trina?
It's pretty good. I'm delicately getting the blue in around the edge of my dog's tail and anus.
Your dog's anus is visible?
Well, it's right under the tail, and my brush is getting right in there.
Sorry. Yeah, right when I was doing his ear. I feel like I've done my background.
Oh, wow, you've done before me.
I know,
Oh,
that's
you
fair.
missed a spot by your tail.
Oh, I did miss a spot by my tail.
You didn't get all up in there.
I honor my dogs. Oh, now I've accidentally made his tail real skinny. Whoops. Okay. How are we doing, Trina?
I'm just gonna switch to a finer brush here to get into the more detailed spots on my dog's face in the background.
That's what I did.
So finicky.
Whoops. I'm really shortening my bun here.
Well, you can always, if you're using good acrylics or decent acrylics, they're opaque enough that you can just paint over any mistakes like that.
I don't think I am using really good enough. That's okay. You don't have to spend a lot of money.
No.
And so,
Art is all about just the doing of it.
yeah. So my acrylics are from the dollar store. It's a good place for artists who don't. Whoops. Okay.
Okay, give me just a minute.
I've never done before you.
I know.
It's very weird. I'm a very slow painter because I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, you really gave your dog a neck.
Not really. That's mostly bun.
Oh. I see.
Okay.
I missed a spot right here.
Clean off your brushes. And the next thing we're going to do is lay down our bun color.
You can have whatever kind of bun you want. A sourdough,
Sesame.
egg,
Uh,
rye. Can you get a rye hot dog bun?
I've never seen that. That'd be not delicious, I think.
I don't know. I've never had rye bread. Maybe
Whole wheat?
whole wheat bun.
I think rye bread tastes a bit like pickles sometimes.
But is that just because there's usually pickles near it?
No, I think it's because it's the caraway.
Oh.
So I'm going to start out with my big brush again. And I do like how the bun turned out on this one.
Yeah, it's a nice bun.
So what we're gonna try to do here is we want to get some of that nice goldenness on the bun, the darker colors of a nicely toasted bun, and then a nice gradient using white and yellow to denote the paler areas of our buns. The ones
Okay.
that don't get any sunlight.
Yeah. So your buns.
No, they'd just be white all over. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is grab your big brush, and we're gonna mix together brown and white.
Brown and white?
Yeah. We're gonna make our base bun color.
Is it more on the brown side or the white side?
Well, it depends on your paints, because some different paints have different thicknesses.
Okay.
Or like,
Are we making a lot of this color?
It's gonna be, yeah, kind of our base color for the whole bun, and we'll be adding to it to change the color of it.
Okay. This is our bun base?
Yeah, this is our bun base, and you can even add a little bit of like a yellow in there just to kind of warm up the bun. I used burnt sienna, which is kind of a ready brown.
I used, I think cinnamon brown or something because you were getting impatient with me. So I just picked a brown.
If you have thicker paints like I do, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of water just to make them
Mine come
a
runny.
bit runnier.
We have a very different color of brown. How'd you get there from here?
Well, I started with a different brown, so yours is a colder brown and mine is a warmer brown with sort of more red in it.
So I just need to add some red to this?
Yeah, try adding some red to that. Not that much. And a tiny bit of yellow. Let's start with a tiny bit of yellow. Yeah, your lighter yellow there. Okay.
Something.
I don't know what you did.
Well, this is the kind of bun I'm having.
Yeah, you're having a whole wheat bun.
It's pinkish.
So start brushing the color onto your bun. This base color.
I don't know if anyone would eat my bun.
I wouldn't.
I'm lightening it up a little. It's that. I don't know what's wrong with it. But that's my color bun. I don't know. Whoops. Got a chunk.
Chunk on your bun.
Yeah. Bun chunk. There's a chunk of yellow in my paint of yellow. And I remember when I squirted the bottle being like, uh-oh,
Yeah.
there's some yellow here. There's a chunk in there. And then I thought, oh, I'll remember to avoid it. And I didn't. And I mixed the chunk in. That's not a very nice.
It's not super appetizing. It looks like a gluten-free bun.
Yeah. It's made with
Buckwheat flour.
ground corn. It's like tortilla, but in bun form.
A tortilla.
Yeah. I mean, you can get cornbread, so I assume you can get corn bun. No?
No.
I think they go together. I like cornbread. Oh, when you have it warm with butter.
Yeah, I do too. I don't like it with chunks of corn in it though. I think that's
No,
gross.
I don't like anything with chunks. That's why I don't like understand like boba tea and
I like boba tea.
but it's got chunks in it.
Okay, so I'm going to start working on that gradient with the bun. So I have yellow on my brush, but I didn't clean my brush. And just sort of the lighter areas of the bun, start blending the white.
I am getting behind. I spent a lot of time mixing my bun color just to arrive at this. Oh, should I have not painted the whole thing? Oh no, I'm painting the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm
just kind of blending the wet colors together. Like that.
Man, I'm not even done the side. Just catch up.
So I'm like pretending these areas, the part that's really hugging my wiener dog is the part that's the nicest baked part of my bun. So I'm blending the white up through that base color, and so we're creating a part where you first touch the paint with the white and then it pulls it up and blends slowly with the other color.
I'm jealous of all the people that can pause this video because I have gotten behind.
I would wait for you, but this has to be done while the paint is wet.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so then I'm going to take a bit of...
Now I'm just putting white everywhere, right?
Not everywhere. You're going to kind of start on the edge of where you want your whitest white to be. And then you're going to start blending the other
with my dirty brush?
Into it with your dirty brush.
Okay.
So now
you go ahead.
Oh, I've taken my yellow and my brown and just got a bit of each of those on my brush, and in the darker parts of my bun, in the middle of it, I'm just going to start a brush down with that mixture and paint out so that we have a gradient there. And if you want it to be stronger, then you just go in again with some brown and yellow.
Whoops.
So this is the nicest, toastiest part of our buns.
Some kind of like, I don't know, seed-based bread on my bun. Okay, so now that I did the white,
okay,
what am I doing? Just tell me real quick.
I
feel like I'm almost caught up.
Straight brown and yellow.
Straight brown and yellow on my dirty brush.
Yeah.
Okay.
And kind of mix them together.
Yeah.
Your brown isn't very brown. Is it that brown that's over there in the tube? Which brown is it?
I don't know, this brown. Espresso.
Oh.
I asked if I should use cinnamon brown, and you're like, they're all the same brown.
Those are non-standard browns.
That's the same color.
So I'm taking a little bit of yellow and white. I'm going to put, that's my highlight on my darker brown.
So now I'm doing my darker brown on the bottom there.
Yeah, well, I kind of imagine because my dog has sort of like these fat bun cheeks that are squeezing him in. My buns are going to be brown on the top, but other people might be using regular hot dog buns in there.
I accidentally added
side.
red to mine.
That's okay. So you can just keep layering on
It's just a bun.
color and add some depth to your hot dog bun.
I just switch hands. Oh yeah, bun, you look nice and toasted. You know what I could go for? French toast.
I think I want more cheesecake.
Oh, we were gonna have another snack too. We were gonna have the cotton candy tacos. Maybe in a few moments. I don't know. I started going kind of nuts with my bun.
Yep.
So am I done, or should I add a little yellow, like you did?
Yeah. That's nice. You know, it might have been easier for you if you'd used a bigger brush for this.
Yeah, probably. And a wetter brush.
I don't know if
Anyway.
the wetness is the problem. It's the width of the brush. It's too tiny.
All right, what's our next step, Trina?
Our next step is to paint our wiener dog's body. So we're going to start with our big brush again.
I'm going to take my big brush and just kind of... Oh, I guess now all the colors are the same.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Just put a little brown on it. Okay, and stick it in the middle of your brown part and then blend it out.
It looks the same.
Okay, so for our wiener dog, you can have any colored wiener dog you want, but my wiener dog is going to be a mix of a little bit of black, white, and a tiny bit of the brown. You need some black? Oh.
I got black.
So it's going to be kind of a grayish, brownish color. I'm going to add more brown. I want more of a browner wiener dog. But I didn't want it to be really only brown because then it kind of blends in too much with our bun.
Yeah. If I had any skill, I'd do a brindle wiener dog. But who knows, maybe it'll turn out
You could.
very brindle.
It could turn out very brindle. And then just kind of like short brush strokes. Lay down the color, base color for your wiener dog.
My friend Shannon had a wiener dog named Pablo Escobar.
I remember Pablo.
Esquire. Maybe he didn't have the Esquire. Maybe he didn't even have
wiener dog.
Escobar, but I think,
Yeah, he did.
yeah. I liked Pablo. He was a good boy.
This is for all the wiener dogs out there who are
Good dogs.
good dogs.
Which I think is all of them.
Probably. Like most of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I should use a bigger brush, huh?
yeah, I said to use your big brush.
Oh, is it supposed to be... Oh, no, it can be any color because it's...
Yeah. Mine's a mix of brown and black and white. So while your wiener dog has a wet body, you can go in and with a dry brush or just a bristly brush, I'm gonna try it with my same brush, just add some like different colors and spots on your wiener dog. Give it some like
Whoops!
texture and stuff.
I had too much.
Looks like your wiener dog poo. So my paint's kind of thick, and so when I do this, I can get little like textures of
So you're giving speckles?
Yeah.
I'm not a very good listener tonight. Sorry.
Because you know the wiener dogs aren't like, we're not doing one of those one color wiener dogs. There's some that have the little brindles and patches on them.
Some
They're
have
so cute.
speckles.
If I could ever have a wiener dog, it would be one of those fluffy, speckly guys.
Yeah, they're nice. I would like a wiener dog.
Yeah?
I would like a lot of dogs.
How many dogs would you like to
There's
have?
still blue on my brush.
How many dogs would you like to have? If you could have as many dogs as you ever wanted.
Oh, and like somebody's gonna come and like there's a service to do the yard and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, like I feel like you couldn't love more than 18 at a time. Like I could have more to save, but like that were mine that were gonna stay with me.
Yeah.
I feel like
You'd max out at 18 dogs.
yeah. Where do you think you'd be?
I think I would probably be like a 1-dog person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So now I'm just putting speckles in, right? With red?
No. Black, white, or brown. And then kind of blending it together. So I don't have a lot of paint on my brush.
Oh, oops. My dog's furry.
There. And then I'll just put a bit of water on there for me. And I'm going to block in the dog's face now. Use your big brush if you're careful, or your medium brush for this, or small brush. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush for the ears.
Do you like the fur on my dog?
Yeah, I do.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I feel like my wiener dog's name is Stuart.
Stuart?
Yeah.
Mine's is Colonel Mustard.
So now we're going for a me brushy.
Oh yeah,
Medium-y
well, I use my
brush?
big brush for my head, but I feel like I want a smaller brush for my ears.
Whoops. So some people find it triggering. Triggering is not the right word. Some people find it very distracting that I switch hands a lot.
Oh, I don't notice.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about it. I don't plan it. I just switch hands. But that's this dog's ears are a little out of whack.
I think mine are too.
He likes it. Maybe a bee stung him. If I can come up with a story to justify it.
I'm adding a little bit of furriness to the head as well. And the ears.
He had his head stuck in a can of pineapple.
Yours?
Yeah. Right before getting put on the bun. When you know it. That's why he's not on a Hawaiian roll.
I saw a recipe for those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to make them.
So now we're just mixing in some whites and some darks.
Yeah, just to make the head match the rest of the body. If you're doing a furry wiener dog, a long hair wiener dog.
What if you're just doing like a wiener dog?
They're usually not as variegated in their coloring.
Well, I wish I'd chosen that.
God, look how cozy your wiener dog looks. It's so fuzzy and cuddly.
Yeah, sure. All right, what's next?
The next thing we're going to do is take a break and let things dry.
Okay. Before we went to break, Trina made fun of me for only painting a little bit of my tail. And I said, well, that's because you didn't paint any of yours, so I thought I got it wrong. Shame on Trina, we were supposed to paint the tail.
I did not paint the tail. Here we go. Get that body color on there. Dog body.
I'm going to give my dog a white tip, which I guess I could put on later when it's dry.
I would put it on later when it's dry.
Yeah. Okay. I have painted my tail. You have painted your tail.
Yes.
It's going to dry. There are no more parts to paint.
Until it's dry.
Okay. We're back.
Yes. Now it's time to add some fun details to our wiener dog. I'm going to get my smaller brush here. I'm just going to put it in some black. And get it on the tip of my brush. We're going to put our eyes in so that those can dry while we add some other details.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so we want to be able to drop in those nice white catch lights, but have nice dry eyes to do that.
It's the only time you want dry eyes.
Yeah. There, just drop some. Oh no, what happened to your dog?
What do you mean, the eye?
It looks like his eye melted.
Is that better?
No. I'm going to add a little nose on the tip there too. Wiener dogs have kind of pointed noses, so I'm just going to give my wiener dog a pointy nose. Like a little fat witch's hat. Oh no, what's so big? Okay, good job, Sarah.
Thanks, Trina. I know you don't think so, but I don't think they're that big.
So then the next thing we're going
Maybe they're just out of sight is a bone, and he's excited, and he's wide-eyed. He's like, oh my god, a bone!
I'm going to add some mustard to my wiener dog. What kind of condiment do you want on your? I like mustard, yellow mustard on my hot dogs.
I like ketchup and mustard on my hot dogs.
I actually don't like any. I don't like to eat hot dogs.
I don't really like to eat hot dogs either.
So you can put. We're gonna put a squiggle of condiment on top of our wiener dog.
You could put sauerkraut, but that'd be complicated.
That would be, but you could do it.
Yeah, we have faith in you.
Yeah.
You could do relish.
Relish. That's why I have some green on my palette.
Pickles.
Pickles.
Onions.
Yeah.
Uh,
What else do people put on hot dogs? Chili.
Chili. Cheese.
Yeah.
Bacon. Then it's a whistle dog.
So just, put whatever you want on your dog. What's your dream hot dog? My dream hot dog is no hot dog, unless it's a wiener dog.
Well, luckily for you, this is a wiener dog.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go over it lightly at first and sort of figure out where we want our mustard to be. And then now we can go back over it with more paint.
I would never actually eat a dog. Well, that's not true. Yes, it is. I was like, what kind of dog? Like, I like a hot...
What kind of dog would you eat?
Like, I'd eat a hot dog sometimes. And I'd eat a hot dog, like, I like a wiener over an open fire. But without the bun...
Oh, you're not talking about, like, animal dogs.
No. Without the bun, I don't know if it's a hot dog. It's just a wiener. The bun is what makes it a hot dog.
Is it?
Don't you think?
I don't
Otherwise, why isn't it just a wiener?
Well, if it's just a wiener, you probably shouldn't be putting it on a barbecue.
But you do put just the wiener on the barbecue. You don't put the bun on the barbecue unless you want your bun toasted, I guess.
I forget what your question was.
Yeah. Yeah. But like when you go to like a Blue Jays game, you get a hot dog.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. You get like the full-on hot dog.
Not gross.
No, not gross.
So gross. What?
It's gross.
Okay. If you could eat.
And I don't want too much. Like, I'm not making mine too thick because, like, there's a very fine line with mustard where you go from, like, a good amount to too much. Like, it's very, like, easy to cross the line.
When I have a veggie burger, I put a lot of mustard on it. I like extra mustard and extra tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like cucumber on my burgers.
Yeah?
Yeah, you talked about a veggie burger, so it's fair that I brought up
Cucumbers
and burgers. I think I'm going to put a little bit of ketchup on.
Okay.
But, like, should I do the ketchup the opposite way and make almost like a figure 80 thing?
If you want to do that, I would make sure your mustard layer is dry because otherwise
I was just going to stop at the mustard and, like, the mustard's on top.
Yeah, you could do that.
Because if I go side by side,
yeah,
it's still gonna.
So if your yellow paint that you're using for your mustard is a little bit too translucent, mix it with some white, which is an opaque color. Doesn't show through so much. And just go over it with a bit of that. Oh, nice, Sarah.
This is how I would try if I was eating a hot dog.
Yeah.
This is how I would try to condiment it, or dress it.
Yeah. You try to make it look fancy?
Yeah, like I try to, because it's a hot dog, I try to give it the best shot I can at being fancy. You know, the hot dog has feelings too.
Is there like a topping that you would consider really fancy for a hot dog that you would eat?
Onions.
You think onions are fancy?
On a hot dog. Which I guess they're not really, because all the street meat has hot dogs, or has onions.
Mm-hmm.
I never put them on, because I don't know if I'll like it, but it looks awfully fancy. Okay.
Okay.
We're done our condiments.
Yes. On our hot dog. Now we're going to add condiments onto our background.
Yay!
So I was thinking, even though I wouldn't put ketchup on my hot dog, I'm going to like add all kinds of hot dog adjacent colors and splashes and squiggles on my background just to add some fun. So,
fun. Or like for 4th of July, you could add like fireworks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And stars.
These are supposed to be splotches of condiments, but they're not.
I'm going to do that just because right now I feel like mine looks like something floating in a pool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the splashes of condiments will improve that, but let's give it a shot.
So since I've got yellow on my brush, mixed with a tiny bit of white, I'm going to start with some mustard splotches here. On my blue background.
I'm going to really give a shout out to ketchup on this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because like mustard, there's a very fine line of ketchup of where like you're like, yay, ketchup, and then you're like, disgusting. Too much ketchup. Like, I know you at McDonald's use like tons of those little cups.
Yeah.
Or like 2 of those little cups. I don't even use a whole cup.
I don't really
because that's too much ketchup.
Ketchup on my McDonald's fries right
No,
now.
they don't really need it.
No.
So, I'm going to really let the ketchup shine here.
I'm trying to find a good spot for my mustard blob that wouldn't like immediately look like dog pee. You know?
Okay, we're back.
We're back. And so I've got 3 kind of yellow splotches on mine.
Oh yeah, I wanted to make splotches.
Yeah. And now I'm going to do some mustards. Not mustards, ketchups.
Oh, ketchup.
Okay, this is just my red. And trying to get a good consistency for...
Ketchup?
Yeah, because I want it to kind of flow off the brush a bit. So I'm going to water it down.
So it's not in a glass ketchup bottle then?
No, it's in a squirty one. Like those squeezy plastic diner ones. Okay. Then this is going to be in squiggles. Just give some movement here to our...
Those are my dots, but I think I'm going to have to go over my red. No, I don't have to go over my red again.
No?
No, I like it. It still looks like it's in a pool.
Yeah, it does, kind of.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's a pool of hot dog eating love.
Well, you know, sometimes hot dogs sit in their hot dog water for a while.
Well, that's true.
Remember we, in college, one of the people we were living with left their hot dogs out on the stove for a week and we're still eating from them?
Yeah.
That was gross.
I thought so. But I never was a big fan of boiled hot dogs to begin with.
Yeah, but would you want the ones that had been sitting out on the stove in hot dog water for a week?
No, because the stove wasn't on.
No. I'm just going over my ketchups.
Whoops. All right, what's next?
We're pretty much done our painting, but I like to go over my main details with black.
And frame them in.
So we're using acrylic paint here, but this painting here that I did is with a new kind of paint that I haven't used before. It's not a new kind of paint, but it's called gouache, and it was really fun to paint with.
So now I'm just painting. I need a little detail brush.
Yeah, you need the detail brush. And what you want to do is make sure that your paint is like thin enough that it comes off the brush easily.
Okay. Maybe this detail brush.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with my liner brush.
Okay.
And go to the black with a lot of water on the brush. This black's been sitting out for a bit. But,
all right. Lots of black.
Yeah.
And watery black.
Not too watery though. You want it to be opaque, but
okay.
Flow off the brush easily.
And then does it matter where we start?
Oh, I would start where your paint would be the driest.
So the side of my bun?
Yeah, your buns.
Yeah, buns.
I'm just gonna outline everything. Oh yes. And what I like about this liner brush is, whoops, if I press down, I can make a thicker line. Yeah. We gotta, so you can pull up to get a thinner line and press down to get a thicker line.
I'm going very thick.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, that's what I did. And I think I like it.
Well, if you like it, then...
Well, I have to like it because it's a big black thick line.
I think some variation in the line adds some like character to it. It makes it a little interesting. And I've got my little inner bun bits here, squeezing my wiener dog in a tight yeasty embrace.
I don't think I really struggle with that part.
I know.
But I want to outline my wiener dog anyway.
So I'm just gotta be careful I don't run my arm through my mustard splotch.
No. Whoops.
This is a nice opportunity to add some like little extra details in there if you want to. Some character.
I think mine's got a lot of character.
I would agree with that. Just put a few little lines by the ears.
Oops, I got paint all over my hand.
That looks kind of like fuzzy fur there. That looks nice, Sarah.
Thanks, Treen.
So you can be as detailed with this part as you want to be.
Or you can fast forward to the next step if you don't want to.
This is like the finishing touches almost on our painting.
Yeah.
So
The last
I'm
time
gonna add a little bit of
I
like
didn't put the lines
freckles
on.
here on my dog's snout. Start outlining my dog a bit.
Whoops. Whoops. Well, I will say in my defense, this table is wobbly because our setup is primitive. Well, there's no order to doing them. This is only our second video, so
Yeah.
we'll get better. But maybe at some point we won't share a table. But for now, we don't know how to do it any other way. I like sharing a table with you, but today
I do too. It's
oh, my hands are just shaky today. Whoops. I do like that little smile you've got going in there.
where.
In your bun.
Oh, the
The little squeeze. But
Yeah.
I just can't put it. I tried multiple times with my pen, and I just can't do it. So my brain's not meant to paint a little thing like that. Oh, we were gonna eat chips and forgot to.
Oh. Oh, I almost forgot a bit of my dog's butt here.
Good thing we're almost done.
You know what I thought? We didn't put a collar on our dog.
My dog doesn't want a collar.
I don't think mine does either.
I think the bun is the collar. Like if you ask yourself, what is holding this dog back? The answer would probably be bun.
Probably.
Because it's hard to run when you're in a bun. Unless you have leg holes. And what holds the dog back in like life? The leash. That's what holds the dog so it can't run away.
Okay.
So the bun
holds in this wiener dog.
reins him in a bit. Maybe it's...
So I'm putting an outline on my condiments.
Carefully.
You don't really have to.
I've kind of decided I wish I hadn't started that.
Yeah, my condiment paint is still wet, so using this as an opportunity to maybe accept a looser outline.
Are we painting any more highlights on our bun?
Well, what you could do, and I'll just show this quickly, is I went back and was kind of thinking this is like a bit cartoony of a painting, and I actually did paint on like some kind of really white
Loosey-goosey?
highlights. Yeah. Well, and we can also put the highlights on our dog's eyes, the catch lights.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure your paint really flows well off your brush for that. This is just going to be, so we're going to pull it through the paint and twist it to get a point on our brush. And then just like really gently, when my table is still, just a light dab.
Oh, oops.
That's pretty good. Just a little sparkle on
I did think about like, well, mine's more of an eyeball than a sparkle. Yeah, all right. And then I'm going to give it just a couple wisps.
Yeah, just to kind of give it a little bit more, you know, shape and
Character.
yeah, stand out a bit more.
Ooh.
And even add a few kind of like highlights to.
No, whoops.
Once your
No,
condiments.
that's too much.
No.
No.
Well, when once my condiments were dry on the other one, I actually added some white highlights on those too, kind of like where
Oh,
I'm at
yeah.
it, just to make them stand out and give them a bit of dimension.
I respect that.
Yeah, but they're not quite dry enough yet. I'm gonna keep outlining them in the black.
I decided not to outline mine.
But
Well, I outlined this one and it didn't turn out well. So I made the decision not to outline anything else.
you're using a really thick brush.
Well, them's the breaks. I like what I've done.
I like it too.
Whoops. Whoops. Sometimes you gotta know when to put the brush down.
You didn't sign it yet. You're not done.
Oh yeah, but I'm waiting for you for the last step.
Okay. I just like how the black makes it kind of jump out from the background.
Yeah, no, I like the black too. It makes it finished. Even on mine. It still looks like it's in a pool. That's okay. And the way the brush strokes are around the tail, like maybe it wags its tail as a motor.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I guess if you want an idea for an alternate, it could be on a plate or a napkin.
Yeah, oh yeah. That would be neato.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta have my brush ready for the best step. Although I guess the best step is starting.
Yeah?
Are we ready for that step?
No, I'm not.
Oh, we have to outline our mustard?
I want to.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to.
Oh, I'm not going to. I don't think it'll end well.
I don't think you should either. Because your mustard is a bit thin for outlining.
Yeah. So I'm going to just go to the last step, which is signing my name. Or your name.
Why my name?
Or if you paint, because you painted it. Wherever
I didn't
you
paint
want
yours.
on your paper or canvas, sign your name, because you should be proud of your art. Or at least if something happens to you and you die, you could sell it for a lot of money.
Yeah. Millions.
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 Jared would be Tanzanaire if he sold my art. Well, while Trina is finishing, I think we have to do the obligatory share your paintings with us.
Okay.
And
subscribe if you want to see more amazing high art painting tutorials.
yeah.
I would say we're accepting your requests, but we aren't.
Because we're limited in what we can do.
And we're just...
It has to be something that I can paint and that doesn't take us too long and that you enjoy painting. So
Yeah.
for now, there is no requests.
But we do want to see what you're painting.
Yeah.
There. I think I'm pretty much done my wiener dog. Just got to sign my name.
You didn't use very much of that paint.
I
Do you
didn't.
always have to paint your initials in black? Is that like an art rule?
No, I'm doing mine in yellow. Bob Ross did his in red.
All of them?
Yeah.
But like, do you have to have a signature color or a signature spot?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Most people sign in the lower right-hand side.
Oh, I like it in that color. It goes nice with the blue. It's like a Grey Poupon.
There. Signed.
Sealed.
Delivered.